For those professionals who wants to be a BIM coordinator, these are some of the guides that you need to know. First, you need to know your contractual responsibility, the BOQ and scope of work. From this, you will create your BIM execution plan or BEP. Your BOQ and scope of work will tell you if your scope is up to LOD 300, LOD 350, 400, or up to LOD 500. All the things that I will be discussing here is just a summary. I will create a separate video to discuss separately one by one all the category and parts of the BEP. Your BEP should have the project name, BIM roles, tolerances, ISO 19650, BIM standards, softwares and versions, LOI matrix, COBie, ABS, and naming conventions. How to start with your Revit model? You need to have your input starting from the approved CAD drawings, construction drawings, and shop drawings. Now, it depends again what LOD stage are you trying to develop. For LOD 300, you only need the construction drawings. But if you need more details and information, then you need the shop drawings and approved material submittals. Remember, you need an approved CAD drawings and approved material submittals. Then raise an RFI if there are missing data and information. After receiving all the inputs, then your team is ready to start the 3D modeling from structural, architectural, ID, special works, and MEPF. What are the special works? Like the baggage handling system, loose and furniture systems, and many other more. After the 3D modeling, then you need to combine all of this model to trace for clashes using Autodesk Navisworks. Then you need to arrange some BIM progress meeting, clash meetings, and workshop, and sometimes training. Who should attend these meetings? The BIM coordinator, BIM manager, BIM representative from the client, the design team, site engineers are also essential because they can give some input on how to resolve the clashes, project manager, and MEP team. After the clashes has been resolved, then next is the QA/QC. Normally, there will be three-phase QA/QC. First will be done by the modeler, second by the BIM coordinator, and lastly by the BIM manager, and submit the Revit models along with the QA/QC report. There will be a QA/QC checklist which every BIM coordinator which needs to be filled up. This BIM process should be followed strictly, monitored carefully by the BIM coordinator in order to achieve a clash-free construction drawing, a clash-free shop drawing, and more importantly, a clash-free construction site. For those aspiring BIM coordinators, remember this last part, as these are commonly asked during interview also. What are the benefits and advantages of BIM? Top 3 answers would be no rework, cost saving, and on-time project delivery. And also, enhance safety, maximize productivity, better project planning, accurate cost estimation, increase collaboration, reduce risk and higher quality, smooth project completion, and facility management.